Kyomi and the Five Fates has brought along a lot of changes, a lot of buffs and a lot of reworks, and in today's video I am gonna be covering a Warframe that has been indirectly or shadow buffed. And what Warframe is that? Well, let's quickly get into the video. Kullervo is that Warframe, or I guess you could say melee weapons in general, but Kullervo benefits from these changes or mods the most because he specializes in heavy melee attacks, and there's two really good combinations that I have in today's video. Indirectly buffed, I mean that melee weapons have gotten the galvanized mod, so they have galvanized elementalist, they have reflex, and they have steel. Steel and reflex being incredibly good with Kullervo. They give you heavy attack efficiency 50%, and they give you initial combo stacking up to 4 times for 20 seconds. That is galvanized reflex. That is so good with the glaive prime. The build up on screen right now, this is my updated build. I love the glaive prime with Kullervo. This is my perfect setup for running anything steel path that I have a guaranteed chance of surviving and guaranteed chance of killing anything and everything, Archons included. This is my Archon hunter. If I'm gonna go in solo, if I have to, my bad internet connection, this is the Warframe I run. We have Overguard, we have incredibly good damage, and the Archon just dies in around 5 minutes. You're gonna complete the whole hunt in around 5 minutes without any issue. So amazing Warframe for that. The build that I primarily use is this one right here. Now, as I said, the melee weapons mostly got the changes. The build got a little bit of reworks compared to the previous one, but the only thing that changed is a little bit more range. Everything else pretty much stayed the same. One thing that also has stayed the same on my Kullervo is his 4 purple Tau Forged Archon shards. This is not necessary to make this Warframe incredibly good, but believes me, it definitely helps out a lot and makes this Warframe a lot better and a lot stronger, because for each one we get around 32 point something % critical damage, and then that doubles if our energy is over 500, so we have a lot of critical damage stored up here. He is very good. You can build him in many different ways, and I'm very interested in what you guys have in store for him. The second combination that I have is actually with the Korofel. Now, the Korofel is a gunblade, but when you do a heavy attack, it turns into a missile launching gunblade. This weapon is incredibly good. The build is up on screen right now, and I highly recommend you test this weapon out with your Kullervo. This is going to be very fun. You're basically going to be using a missile launcher throughout the whole of the gameplay. The melee part of that weapon is not useful at all. This is a really good weapon, to be honest with you. With him, it is sort of an incarnate weapon, or I guess a incarnate tier level weapon damage wise, and you just need to use your Kullervo and that's it. So it's incredibly good damage. We have our galvanized mods, we have our melee weapons of choice, and now we need even more damage, and this is where our primers come in. The Epitaph is gonna be my primer of choice. Now you can use whichever one you want, but the Epitaph is the easiest one to use in my opinion. We do have on occasion corrosive through melee exposure arcane that is gonna help us out on our melee weapons, but we don't actually have any modded elements. So viral and heat for the Epitaph, and this is what it looks like. You can use the new core, you can use the compressor as well, you can basically use whatever you want. You can also use a Diriga, or you can use a Hound. I use Nautilus with my Kullervo because I use the Epitaph. I don't really need that, but the crowd controlling is incredibly good. But you can definitely use a Hound, as I said, or Diriga. Those two are going to be your pocket primers. They're going to be incredibly good, and that means you don't really have to switch from your secondary to your melee weapon. You can just continue on attacking while they handle the priming. I do have a companions video, so you can check out all 3, Nautilus, Diriga, and you can check out the Hound in that video. So there you go, it's a little eye up there, you can go and look at it there. The whole point of this video was for you guys to give Kullervo a try. There is, as I said, a full detailed build there. You saw a little bit of it here. I hope you guys enjoyed the melee weapons as well. The glaive is incredibly good. Every single melee weapon has gotten the buff, but heavy attack weapons, heavy attack melee weapons have gotten the best end of the stick. So in turn, Kullervo got the best end of the Warframe stick. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's been a little bit of a different video than usual. As I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll leave it in the comment section down below what you think of the video, what you think of the build, what you think of everything, and I'll see you guys on the next one. This has been the Gaming Weasel, over and out.